What is this place?
I'm standing in the window of a ship.
What kind of ship?
A light ship.
A light ship, yes.
Yes, yes.
What do you look like in this place?
Humanoid.
Humanoid?
Yes, humanoid. Yes. It is very tall.
Mm-hmm.
Not much taller than Earth.
Mm-hmm. As you look at your body, do you feel it's male or female?
It's very female.
Mm-hmm.
Andromedan.
Andromedan. Mm-hmm. Are you wearing anything in particular?
We wear the clothes of the Andromeda.
What does that mean?
That which rests in our frequency.
Yes, continue.
There's no interpretation of our clothing.
I see. Is your clothing part of your being?
The feminine, just in a way that allows to be seen as feminine.
Yes.
But we do not dress in clothing that looks like earth clothing unless we come to earth.
I see. So as you are on that ship looking out the window, what do you look like if I were to see you?
The same face of the human.
Yes.
But taller. And in a vibrational frequency that emits light from the facial features.
Very nice. And do you have hair the same as on Earth?
Yes.
What does your hair look like?
It is long.
Yes. What color?
It is transformational between yellow hues, brown hues, with some you may refer to as a fuchsia on Earth, pink gray.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It may mix, intertwine.
Sounds very beautiful.
In our eyes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Do you go by a certain name? Do you use names?
We have specific names when we come to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
We use a name to sound human.
Yes.
We can speak with our mouths on the ships or telepathically. We are very powerful telepathic beings.
I see.
We can speak telepathically to ourselves on Earth.
Yes. And on Earth, when you go to Earth, do you take on a form?
We are a form on Earth.
Yes.
Repeat your question.
When you are on Earth, do you have a body that is similar to a human body?
Yes, we are in humanoid form,
Yes.
as you are.
Yes.
And when we come, we have different ways of reaching your planet. We can come through light, frequency, and appear back and forth, or we enter the physical body as an aspect of the self.
Yes. So are you an aspect of Keleena?
Yes.
Very good. So what information do you have for her today? She's very curious about certain topics.
There is much she already knows, yet does not bring forth in the consciousness.
Yes.
We will answer all that we can today.
Very good. I'd like to begin with her journey to Egypt, which is coming in a few months. And she's being pushed to go sooner and stay longer. What is happening during that time of the year, which is September, October 2023?
We will state this in ways that does not create chaos.
Thank you.
There is an integration period on the planet. With energy that sees itself as God power. Yet it is not derived from God power, but all are one. Therefore, this is creating what we would refer to as a tidal wave.
Mm-hmm.
Of energy that wishes with a tidal wave. We are being careful to remove the existence of humanity and their freedom. However, when humanity understands the truth of the powers that they are God in these physical forms, and nothing can overpower God, these energies will never win.
And how are these energies coming to Earth? Are they already here, or is someone sending them?
There are we have the word anarchy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Building. Is this a statement that would make sense for humanity?
Yes.
We're being very careful.
Yes.
There are implanted characters, if you would,
Yes.
in different stages of their own development that are amplifying their egoic tendencies to see how far they can push.
Mm-hmm.
What we would like to say is the rights of humans, human beings upon the planet is freedom. On a push to have your freedom taken, is the over-empowerment of that which has not come from God's will.
Yes. So we've experienced some of this in 2020.
Yes. You're continually experiencing it. It has not ended.
Yes. So are they going to try to turn up the heat on that and do it again? Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is because they already know that the expansion of the light and the frequency has shifted.
Yes.
And therefore they will do what to them in their belief systems will scorch humanity.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is transformation happening at cellular level currently to assist the awakening of humanity and accelerate them to see the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Though many may turn their back, there will be incidences in their lives that will not allow them to.
Yes. So for those who can see, who understand the agenda,
Yes.
what can they do in order to stand up for this? To not allow them to do this tidal wave, to get caught up in a tidal wave.
To continue to hold the vibration and frequency of the divine,
Mm-hmm.
the divinity within them at the highest levels of source of love,
Mm-hmm.
expanding their consciousness and knowing that they are the power. They are the power, and they are not to give their power away, nor allow anyone or anything to take their power. It is only the mind, the ego, that is created through self-programming that will fall into the trap of this again.
Mm. Yes.
When all are aligned and centered within their being, they know the truth and they expand love. They expand frequency and vibration, because everything is vibration and energy and frequency. So when you are creating, when you are in higher frequency, higher vibration, you are creating matter, yes?
Yes.
And the matter that you create is the change that is needed,
Mm-hmm.
and that you came to be. Yes?
Yes.
So your physical body is a structure that is so powerful. It is so powerful. Humanity doesn't understand. They also don't understand that there are inoculations you get in your bodies. They're trying to shut down your power.
Mm-hmm.
They are disrupting you from being that which you are, which is the creator. Creators. Yes, of your own universe, but of this universe as one. As children of God. As children of Gaia.
Yes.
You came in for a reason. And it was not to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm. So when they start again with the inoculations and the lockdowns, how should one react to that?
What we would say is, of course, you have your choice.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is welcome to their choice.
Yes.
What we would say is, we would prefer that humanity remain organic in nature.
Yes.
The physical body needs nothing outside of itself to remain healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Only nature heals the body, and the body heals itself with light. Light and that which your mother gives you. Just like a human mother provides, so does Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that she chooses to create through her is provided for you, the children.
Wonderful. So, getting back to the original question, Keleena is planning to go to Egypt in September.
Yes.
When should she go before this tidal wave?
Midweek 2.
Midweek of September?
Midweek 2. Your second week of September, midweek.
Mm-hmm.
Or earlier.
Or earlier. So what happens to those who have planned to be in places in October?
There are many humans that will fight.
Mm-hmm.
There will be unrest. There will be violence because enough have woken to the truth.
Yes.
We also know that there are certain companies that have changed their ways that they think as a whole and will not listen either.
Okay.
There are we would like to say all have the ability to say no and perform the no.
Okay.
Meaning you stand in your power and you know what is right for you, and you hold that stance, not coming from weapons
Okay.
or military, but coming from a space and place that one shall never deny themselves of, which is their connection to all that they are.
So the saying, just say no, comes to mind.
You say no and you act upon it.
Mm-hmm. Don't let anybody tell you what's good for you.
You have the freedom to walk without a mask.
Mm-hmm.
This is not to be implemented on the human body because it creates constraints on the human body. The channel during your COVID time, the first time, refused a mask. She did not get ill.
Mm-hmm.
She went everywhere she traveled, she had to, and never once was sick. Those that were sick wore the mask a lot, or if they had to in public.
Yes.
You understand the truth of the mask, because it does not allow you to breathe
Yes.
the pure oxygen.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, very good. I think that's enough said on that one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I know that she is also being pushed or feels that there's a different aspect of her coming soon. What is that all about?
This is not let us say there was another time in her life when this has occurred.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As a child.
Mm-hmm.
When she was very ill. And she refers to as soul exchange.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You may refer to it as embodiment. You may refer to it as soul braids.
What is the name?
Soul braid.
Soul braid.
It braids in.
Okay.
There are different names for it upon the planet.
Okay. So she had this soul braid with a different aspect of her soul?
Yes, it embodied. We call it embodying.
Okay.
The aspect is what you had. It is a reflection of another part of yourself. There are embodiments that happen through your lifetime that aren't as, let's say, celebrated. Let's use that word, please. It's when a large part of the self finishes all it came to in completion, and it knows it is time to go. But the ego is the one that will fight it if it is not the understanding right away of what is happening. As a child, there was no fight, and when this happened for her, January 1st, 2015, there was no fight. It happened through her sleep. Yes, there is another coming. Yes, she is feeling it, and yes, she is getting signs, and she is very aware because of the adjustments of the body. The body is adjusting itself as well.
So how is it that the soul exchanges that aspect? Do you have an agreement beforehand?
Yes. Always.
Okay.
This is the only way it will work, and not everybody chooses this. We would like to say that now, because not everybody has chosen this kind of development or evolution.
Yes. So how many times can someone change their soul or embody a different aspect of themselves?
It depends on the amount of embodying you were required for the lifetime for your spirit self, your purpose,
Yes.
to come online through the divine intelligence
Yes.
that you are, the divine intelligence through activating your DNA, your cell memories, but the divine intelligence that is activated through the spine. Let us backtrack, please.
Yes.
On Easter Sunday, 2022, she was gifted a golden spine. Her and another being that had done work to bring the indigenous back to the four corners. They had been asked what they would like to receive in return for themselves. And she said, what I receive for myself, I receive for all of humanity. And she asked for the union and connection to Source. On that Easter Sunday, she received the golden spine, and we specifically had giving the information that others will start receiving them in that year that we're ready. It is your connection to the information highway. You have your sacred heart, but the golden spine is an amplification of what was rendered DNA shut down. It is now online, and the energy flows through.
Yes.
It is a light anomaly. We are many speaking as one.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we, if another voice comes in, there are a few of us gathered.
Very good. So is that part of the awakening? People receiving this golden spine and
Yes.
connecting to this information?
Connecting to your divine intelligence.
Okay, good. So this next aspect of her, what can she expect from it? Am I connected to her now?
We're amplifying her.
Thank you.
Yes, hello.
Very good. So the question is, what is expected from this new aspect?
The work that is conducted currently as a purifier will be multiplied. Just a touch is all that she will do
Mm-hmm.
to purify. There's no force. There's no thought. It will just happen.
So it'll be just like a flow.
Yes.
She won't need to really work on it.
Not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a level of removing the thinking that you have to do things.
Mm.
None of you have to think about something to do it. When you're aligned completely as your soul self, and your higher self is embodied fully,
Mm-hmm.
everything happens.
Can you speak a little louder so I can hear you?
Yes.
Thank you. So is this just happening with this soul, Keleena, or is this going to be happening with all of humanity? Is it going to get easier to be able to manifest things?
When persons, souls upon the planet are ready,
Mm-hmm.
it will happen. But many of you are going through these shifts first to show others, so that others do not fear,
Mm-hmm.
so that you may carry the explanation, so that you may calmly explain what has happened, and so that you may continue to show the way. She has had many lifetimes where she has done just this and has been murdered, tortured, killed.
Yes.
She is doing the same again, but this time will succeed.
Very good. It seems that I've heard that from others,
Yes.
that in this lifetime, they'll be able to do the work that in many other lifetimes they've failed or they've been killed for.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Why now? What's happening on the earth now that's changed to allow these light workers to fulfill their work?
The amplification of the light, the frequency being held and sustained, is allowing those that have come in, that have chosen this or been chosen to do this,
Mm-hmm.
to hold their own frequency and levels of light.
Yes.
It is the God soul power and the belief in knowing that this is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as this. If we have to think about it, we've gone too far.
Okay, very good. Yesterday I was having a conversation with Keleena about healers and how healers need healers. Would you tell me a little bit about that? Because she's working with some healers now.
Heal the healed healer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, most of her clients are healers.
Yes.
Or teachers. Healers have done a massive amount of shifting, not just themselves and helping their clientele, but for the planet. they have given of themselves to a point that has created a level of tiredness,
Yes.
exhaustion, that the healers need to step back and respect themselves first and foremost by saying, no, I cannot work with you now. No, I cannot take this on now. Because if they do not respect themselves, they will not be here to help the others. Putting themselves first, as in any situation with any human, we are going to say, is necessary when it comes from the heart. You must love yourself enough to say no. Healers forget about self-love because they want to help everyone. They want to accomplish what they could not accomplish in the other lives, you see?
Yes.
So therefore they are still carrying a template as well. But I have not finished what I came to do. However, when the healer steps back to care for themselves is when that template diminishes.
So Keleena has been hearing the message, holiday vacation, holiday vacation.
Yes, we are giving this message to her now. Yes, it is time. She has gone almost 10 years without taking time for herself,
Yes.
as many healers have. Even the time in 2014 was not a true vacation for herself. She took care of others on vacation.
So what would be a true vacation for a healer?
A true time to just be one in nature, to swim, to enjoy, to play, to laugh, to vibrate, to do the things that you love to do that bring yourself into the highest frequencies, the highest joys. To connect with all that you are without having to do something, allowing your body to align to where you need to go, allowing the body to move you into the direction of where you need to be, allowing yourself to be in joy.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yes.
But recently, she tried to stop things, and instead she got gut issues. What's happening with her body that it's rejecting everything right now?
There are a few things that are happening. One is the amplification of light in the body
Yes.
at the cell level, that the body is rejecting the food at the moment. She has not found the correct, what we would say, space and place to rest the body just yet, to be able to receive again.
So her vessel has been utilized recently to channel a book. And she hasn't been able to work on it recently. Could you tell her a little bit about why she is channeling this book and what she should be knowing about it?
the book was placed in stasis to complete, for the completion of the removal of the energy.
Yes.
This person.
Which has been done.
Yes. Because the energy would get in the way.
Okay.
And the book will go through a cycle of its own because it is creator's codes coming into the book.
Okay.
Therefore, as all evolve and the evolution of the planet evolves and the soul and the one soul evolves, the book changes. Does that make sense?
So the book is evolving with
Yes.
it. Okay.
And the book is what you would call, you may call it an activator, an amplifier. It holds the codes of one. It is a book to revitalize the feminine energy within each soul on the planet, to no longer see themselves as individual and to return the power of the feminine without having to be reconstructed, because you do not have to be reconstructed. You only have to allow the flow. When the amplification of the words are read, it activates at the cell level, and that's where the flow begins.
Wonderful. So we're going to need some of that flow. How can we get that flow before the book even comes out? Are you able to do some activation now to begin it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Nachnamarasnaki Seru Namash Vasarach. Senterasna centenero namechner etatet isnefira echnanen sitentiro. Putodrashna krasna cent mur and ner nech and era and ur and imiro anna nech and anakierasna esent ur nashnenama nech and era ochna es nahi hach and iro unmana ut ner achne iras kikiarasat hesiara. It is done. Yes. Thank you. He is watching over, and we must explain this, please.
Yes.
If you don't mind.
Of course.
They have agreed to be watchers of the planet. Both of them. They watch over Gaia.
Yes.
They also watch over one another. This is something that is not in their awareness yet. And it is only because they have had many agreements in lifetimes to do things for each other, and with the understanding that freedom is involved. Are we clear with what we say?
Yes.
Yes. Therefore, this is how it's supposed to be for all souls. And they encapsulate this, if this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Work can continue at all realms and all levels. It is not you have to do something or else.
Mm-hmm.
We would like to state that specifically for a lot of these people that are getting into these couplings. There are many that are unaware that we would like to state this in a way that does not create chaos in the communities of light, that think that they must remain we're going to use a term, stitched together.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
The only stitching together is the stitching together through time.
Mm-hmm.
You can work off planet and on planet and have your freedom. And you evolve from one another. All of humans evolved from one another. And when that evolution is complete with a specific being, you move on to evolve with others. This is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it has always worked. But your templates, your programs on the planet have created and removed choice to do that and created a vow that you must stick together, stay together forever. And when you do this, this cycle of evolution is held back. We hope that we are making sense.
Yes.
They have chosen to show evolution in a way that they are not even aware yet.
Mm-hmm.
It will come.
Very good. And Keleena has been receiving information about smart cities. What can you tell me about these smart cities?
We will bring in another aspect, please.
Thank you. Welcome.
Good day.
Good day.
It is. Always.
So it seems to me that you have information regarding the plans for smart cities. Could you tell me about what is happening and
Yes.
what is being done about them?
We are very aware of what is happening upon your planet and very aware of all that is being conducted through their private meetings.
Yes.
We will see what we are allowed to give.
Thank you.
First, we would like to articulate that Keleena is a it is like what you would call a chief on your planet, but we do not call it chief.
Mm-hmm.
Through the galactic, she's a galactic ambassador, but through this work that she does in her galactic self, she brings information back and forth. Mm-hmm. And as I am now in this physical body is her galactic self. I do not command anything from the I. we as one bring information to help with the evolution of your planet and humanity. Therefore, what we are allowed to say is these cities will create even more of what you refer to as a split. You are calling them a separation. What we are going to say is they will fail to those that are awake.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are awake will not step one foot in them, near them. They will choose to remain in their organic nature. These cities are being what you would call deployed.
Yes.
Is that a word?
Yes, very
Yes.
good word.
From specific energies and entities and beings that are within human form that we do not want to refer to as soulless, but feel soulless. To humans, does this make sense in a
Yes.
way? Because they are the I that is the self. That is not the God self.
Mm-hmm.
And they are all competing with each other right now on your planet for the most attention. They are your biggest narcissistic community. And they are in your political arena.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are in your largest corporate plannings, and they are part of it as well. You must be very aware that this, we will not say a name, person that creates chips to go in the bodies,
Yes.
wears 4 different masks. And he is conceived as an intelligent human being, but he is very much behind the smart cities.
Mm-hmm.
Not what people think he is. Be very aware of this, please.
Yes.
He is in cahoots with the others and talks against them on purpose, because they all know it is intertwined to do this, to throw off humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And it is understandable for us to see why they do this right now, because it's the only way they can hold on.
Are they losing a hold on humanity with this awakening?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The smart cities will be fought against like they are now in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
The people will stand for their land and their rights of this land. And the more others see how it is being taken away through torture and non-benevolent actions, it will make them think. When they understand that everything is planned to create what they refer to as a smart city. And when people see how the lives were taken on purpose,
Yes.
and not just there, but it's already been happening in other cities as well, their questions will be undeniably profound.
Mm-hmm. So it seems that they're using a lot of different things in order to clear the land for these smart cities. Floods,
Yes.
earthquakes,
Yes.
fires.
Yes. Natural disasters is what they're calling it. Climate change is the word they've been embedding into your humanity for the last 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
You look back at some of the Hollywood people that have been paid. Yes, they were paid. They were paid to sit in front of Congress. They were paid to sit in front and do commercials, and they were paid to speak of the climate change. They are no better than the people that are creating it through the instrumentation that they are using And we hope that when this is heard, that it is understood.
Yes.
They are characters that can shapeshift. Not all Hollywood are bad, but there's a majority that are, as you would say, sold their soul.
Mm-hmm. They sold their soul.
For fame.
Yes.
And yes, we will show humanity, we will show the people how they caused the problem.
Yes.
And in reality, it was never.
Mm-hmm.
It was never humanity. Ever. It was the intelligence of these masked beings that know that when they try to diminish or destroy the light and life force of a planet, that they can take it over and do what they wish. Mm-hmm. That they can bring their galactic societies where they wish to be, to have the resources and control it for their own. Mm-hmm. This has been going on for a long time on your planet. A long time. But now it has come to the final surfacing, where those here as the human souls have to say no. Of course it is your will to do as you wish. But you came here as benevolent beings of light to help with the evolution of Gaia, of humanity, of the collective consciousness, to the degree that you chose to come, or you were chosen, and all you need to do is remember. These cities will harm the physical bodies to the point of death, especially if you are inoculated from 2020 thereafter. They will show the truth. Many will go in and they will not come out. Or if they come out, they will not be alive. Mm-hmm. This is what many do not see. And we will not say it's not going to happen the first time, because it is a gradual penetration through radiation, EMFs, lasers, to distort the human functions of the body. Those that have taken the inoculations have embedded within them dis-ease, microchipping. And you may say, microchips cannot go through a needle. They are metallic pieces. How do we put this? That have intelligence placed in them, that attach to your organs, either your brain, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, anywhere. That each time you feed the body EMFs, radiation, fast foods, sugars, fake food on your planet, you feed this. Because your fake foods, your fast foods, all have been approved to hold the technology in it, so that you're no longer feeding an organic structure, you're feeding an entity that is robotic-like. So therefore, the light shuts down, and that human structure is taken over by not divine intelligence, but by AI-equipped intelligence. And this is part of her work coming through the Galactic Center to bring this information to humanity, to remain pure, to do the work as a purifier, but to get the word out. You will be lured into these cities. Humans will be lured in ways that feed the ego, not the soul. Please remember this as we stated.
So like for a job, for example.
It may be a job. It may be a specific device you want. It may be to meet certain people. It may be because you have to have certain things on the planet and the only place available now is in the smart city.
Like food.
It could be food. It could be a simple thing as paperwork that is needed. This is where we are here to say, get smart. Be smarter than what the AI collective is trying to create to overpower human intelligence. This is why the golden spines are important. The connection to the source, because when they are amplified, they create a unified bubble of peace and love and consciousness that is smarter than the intelligence of AI. AI is fed. AI is fed. It is never smarter than a human, and it never will be. Never will be. This is quite important for all of you to understand. Your information highway online was taken from the information highway of source. They copied. They said, we'll take that and place that on a computer. However, the truth is within yourself. It is not on your computers. They will try to outsmart you, out-gadget you, and outright you. That this is where you know your rights as a human. You are a human that has rights to be on this planet, to fulfill your destiny in love, in peace, to learn, and joy.
Thank you.
It is our pleasure.
I know that many who hear this are going to be very distraught because either they've been inoculated or their family has.
Yes.
Is there any way to reverse what has happened?
Yes. Detox your bodies.
Mm-hmm.
You need to detox your bodies, and you need to find what you refer to as naturopathic doctors. They know how to do it. There are many ways to do it. You must do metal detoxing. Many of you do enemas.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very, very important. There are enemas for metal detox. They pull all the metal through and extract it.
Yes.
You must make sure, and the conduit has been teaching her community to plant their own organic foods.
Yes.
And get ready for this cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Have that in your awareness that every single food that does not come from the earth and organic nature has got something in to feed the AI in your system. So eat pure, drink pure, activate your food, activate your water with your divine intelligence through prayer, through ritual, through simple words. follow those upon the planet, their information that they have brought through to detox the bodies. Yes, it can be done. Yes, it can be done. Yes, it can be done. We say this 3 times in a Trinity because it is the truth. It is our truth. And when you feel it and say it yourself, you will know it is the truth.
So I know that some people, or many people, have been getting these particles, these metallic particles, just by breathing the air that's been sprayed.
Yes.
So everyone's probably has these particles.
Yes.
So everyone should be detoxing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But how would you grow your own food if it has to be outside and receiving these chemical bursts that are coming from the sky?
You can grow your food in a greenhouse.
Okay. So keep your food protected.
Yes. This is the only way for now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it'd be very nice to have people to create a lot of these inside nurseries for food.
Yes, you can add a little greenhouse onto your home. You can. There are millennials creating structures that grow foods inside the home with light.
Yes.
You can do this. You can purchase ultraviolet light and grow food this way.
Yes, hydroponics.
Yes, you may. Yes, hydroponics. Yes. And you can play specific music that the plants and the fruits and the vegetables they like. There's or sing to it. And we bury crystals in with the soil that hold higher frequency.
Yes.
There's so much that you can do. It is easier than you think. It's those that run away from go, I'll never be able to do that. They're only creating their own reality.
Okay, so there's a lot of hope.
Yes, there is so much hope because there are ways that you can create these structures very simply. You can buy small greenhouses now. Yes. They're available on your planet. And it is easy.
Very good. So talking about hope, I'd like to talk about the new generation of children that are coming in now. They seem to be what Keleena called the golden children. Would you tell me about why these new children, I guess they started in 2010 or so, why would they choose to come to this crazy place at this time?
They have no fear. These children that started coming in, we are going to stay in 2000. The crystalline children came. They are very high vibrational and they hold a frequency for the planet. They're always laughing. They're very different than their parents. 2012, the golden children started to come. You may also call them diamond light frequency children as well. But because they are Christed already, they come in with no fear. They come in and they know what is truth, what is right, and what is good for them. What is good for the planet, what is good for humanity. The only time they forget is when they are inoculated and shut back down. These children carry the same codes of intelligence that you carry. However, those before 2000 are having to go through the cycles of change. They do not have to go through this. And they will not allow authority to tell them what to do. They will not. If they know that those who call themselves authority figures are in the wrong space with their intelligence, they will feel it. And they will let them know. They have no qualms with being in the truth. And they have no qualms with speaking what they know. They are divine beings of light.
So if you have one of these children, What advice do you give these parents and grandparents?
To keep them awake. To keep them in their own divine intelligence and to not be conformed by society or schools. These children did not come in to be conformed.
Mm-hmm.
These children came in to show the opposite. They came in through pure love to show parents, this is how you need to heal yourself. To show the grandparents, this is how you need to heal yourself. To show them that we do not have the same belief structure you do. Allow us to say what we know. Allow us to speak in our intelligence. Do not shut us down. The parents and grandparents have to open their eyes and their hearts. Open the eyes of the heart. And accept them for all that they are saying, because they will be wiser than the great-grandparent. They are not being sassy. They are not being rude. They are being their divine self.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
What's happening with the water in Gaia?
In a way, not to scare humanity.
Mm-hmm.
It is being poisoned in many different ways, and we feel that you already know this.
Yes.
And that which you refer to as HARP on your planet,
Yes.
sets off low vibrational signals under the oceans. This is why the whales beach themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Kills many of the fish. When we bring in enough beings of divine intelligence that can place their finger in the water and change the molecular structure in an instant, those machines have no power.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So some of us have been drawn to live near water.
Yes.
I spend a lot of time just sitting out by the water.
Yes.
What can I do? And I'm saying I as anybody who is a light worker. What can I do by a body of water to begin this process?
We understand your question. Because of the consciousness of the water and the molecular structure, the atoms, fill it with love.
Mm-hmm.
Thank it. Have gratitude. It is Mother's milk on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yes.
is how you are fed. Fill it with the love of your heart and gratitude. Have gratitude. You may sing to the water. You may put highly amplified crystals in the water. You may clean the waterways.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you can do in gratitude to give back that which the water has given you, which is life. You were birthed through water.
Mm-hmm.
You are all this. This is your existence, and without the water, you will never exist. Gaia has a strengthening within inside of her that cleans the water.
Mm-hmm.
She takes it very deep into her core. Through the crystalline grids. She takes it completely into the crystalline structures, and she runs a purification system on the water on the planet. On certain places it comes out at that high frequency and drinkable. In places that people do not know. Some know, yes, those that were led to it. Many indigenous know, certain tribes. and it trickles down and it gets into a creek and into a stream and into a river and into the ocean. There are places like this on the planet. And there are the water priestesses on this planet that work in the waterways. And if you are called to the water as a feminine, to live near the water, to work with the water, you are what is referred to as a water priestess. A priestess answers to no one but Source. And the divine intelligence within you leads you to the water to help to amplify its light, to amplify the love in it, the joy, to live with it as it of it, because this is who you are, to become one with it, to thank it, and to change the consciousness of the water through your higher vibrations, your activities, and your levels of light, your intentions, your invocations. It is that simple.
Mm-hmm.
It is that simple. The spirit of the water can hear everything.
That's been proven to me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The other day I was looking at the water on my lake, and it was filmy with petroleum products that had run from the streets.
Yes.
And I talked to the lake and I said, I really would like to have clear water, not this murky stuff. And the next day I came back and it was gone.
Yes.
It was clear.
Yes.
So you just confirmed that for me.
Yes, the water knows exactly what to do. And it will always listen when it comes from someone's heart. Gaia opens up what you may call a portal,
Mm-hmm.
where it will take that muck into it, deep into the core like we have just said, to clean the water. It heals. It restores the function. It purifies. And it will be released again on the planet, not in the same place,
Mm-hmm.
as clear water. It can never, ever be taken away from her. This is her function because her body is doing this. And as much as they try to destroy it, she will always come back with pure water.
Wonderful. It's good to know.
Yes.
Very good. I'd like to ask for assistance
Yes.
of a lost soldier that has come to Keleena last night.
Yes, we will bring in another aspect, please.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you the soldier?
I
What is your name, brother?
Thomas.
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 Thomas, how old are you?
19.
Mm-hmm. What year is this, Thomas?
174.
You can't remember. Mm-hmm. What happened to you, Thomas?
made us kill our friends.
They made us kill our friends. Who made you kill our friends? The politicians?
Government.
The government. Thomas, where is your home?
I played with them.
Mm-hmm. Where is your home, Thomas? Where did you come from?
I am from above the state.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What color is your uniform, Thomas?
Red.
Red. And who were these friends that you played with?
Indians.
The Indians. Mm-hmm. What happened, Thomas? What did they make you do?
They took us and made us put on these uniforms.
Yes.
They're our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I played with. I grew up with them.
You didn't believe that, did you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't do it, I would be killed.
Yes.
And my family would be killed.
So many. How many of them did you kill?
I aimed, but I tried not to
Yes.
shoot them.
And what happened when you killed one? What did you feel,
My
Thomas?
heart.
Mm-hmm. Your heart was broken.
Yes.
Yes. So, Thomas, go to the last day of your life. What happened to you? Yes.
Hatchet in my.
A hatchet in your back?
Yeah.
Yes. Turn around and look at who put a hatchet in your back. An Indian.
Yeah.
Did you know him?
Not this one.
Not this one.
No.
What was the last thought that you thought about before that body died?
The last thing I said was Mom.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted my mother. Because, I didn't want to go.
Mm-hmm. But you never got to see your mom again, did you?
No.
Why did you choose to stay here and not go home to the light?
I felt that what I did was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You went against your heart.
Yes.
And you punished yourself for that, didn't you?
Yeah.
But you see, Thomas, if you went home, you would have realized that you wouldn't have done wrong in God's eyes.
She said she could help me go home.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Would you like to talk to the Indians before you go home?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to talk to your friends and tell them how you truly feel. Talk to the
I
one.
love them like my brothers.
Mm-hmm. I want you to talk to the one that put a hatchet in your back. Talk to his soul.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you. I'm sorry.
What does he say to you, Thomas?
He's looking fiercely at me.
Yes,
with hate.
tell him to look into your heart, into your soul. He can see through you. He can see your heart. When he sees your
He
goodness.
is crying now.
Yes, he could see your goodness. Can he forgive himself
Yes.
for not knowing?
Yes, he is. Keleena.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. So Thomas, go ahead and give him back that hatchet. Give it back to him in peace. And you could tell him that he is your brother too, and he could go home. He doesn't have to stay here either. Look all around you, Thomas, to all of those brothers that also died, not wanting to be in that war. How many are there around you?
About 400 maybe.
400.
Maybe.
Yes. Are they all lost too?
Yes, they're wandering.
So Thomas, you have the ability to call them to you, to tell them it's time to go home. Are they willing to go home?
Yes, we
Are.
coming there. There are some of the Indians that will come as well.
Very good. So take a moment and just round them all up.
This Indian is calling in his peoples.
Very good. Very good.
They have to release their anger first.
Very good. Are we ready to do that now? So go ahead and release it. I'm going to sound a tuning fork for you. And this tuning fork will allow you to just release that anger and just let go of everything that you've been holding. Allow all of them to release it. Clear the anger. Clear the sadness. Release it. Let it go. Clear yourself of that was inflicted upon you. Yes. Thomas, tell me when everyone has released.
Will you please one more time for them? Yes.
Very good. So now that they have released the anger, they now have the opportunity to open up their hearts and find that beautiful light within their heart. And as you all begin to open up your hearts, you'll begin to see the divine light within you. And I'll strike a tuning fork. This is the crystalline tuning fork. And I want you to begin to go into that light. And Keleena will send her tone to accompany you. Very good. And with that, I'd like for you to go ahead and close that portal down. Close that portal. May the light of the universe accompany them all. Very good. It is done. Very good. Is there a final message that you would like to give to all of those who are listening?
Yes. Samora na mañana quieras. Nasiata tierra kua yana ya sarate. We ask that you continue in the highest grace, in the highest love, in the highest frequency and vibration of all that you are. Hold your center. Find your light and be the way. The transition is the evolution of all that is and all that all are becoming. I am becoming. I am becoming. I am evolution. It is in your knowing, your wisdom, in your heart. We are one. Eternally. Serech numeros na centimetros na ki sasut na maraunta shiar amach ansar ne ende nech nich sham at amor.
Thank you. Are we complete?
We are complete.
Very good. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Oh, wow. Saw so much.
Wow. Amazing. How long do you think this was?
An hour. Of course.
A little bit longer, just a tad. Just a little bit.
Wow.
Wow, Keleena. What do you remember?
Well, I really remember the emotions of this soldier.
Yeah. He had to kill his friends.
Yeah, he showed me playing on, he lived on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
And they would play in the corn together. They would run through the corn stalks and they played and they went to the creek together and the families were friends. There was no animosity.
Yeah.
And the father got taken too.
Mm.
And the sons, there was 2
They were
sons.
enlisted. Yeah.
And the fear that was in them from being enlisted and having to go against them, and they didn't want to, and they told the families they didn't want to.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
The emotions, they're like confusion.
Do you feel that it was around here?
It was, I don't know which way is north.
North is that way.
Okay, so it was north. And it was interesting because he showed me, like, what is the basin? What is a basin?
I don't know if that's the basin, but I don't know.
Because that's what I just heard. It was at the basin.
Okay.
So I don't know where the basin is.
Have to go to the museum and check it out.
Yeah. But a lot have wandered. They're just wandering.
They're wandering around.
Yeah. Because he was looking for his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There were a lot of them.
Yeah. But a lot of them did not want to be in that war, just like now.
Just like now. There was a lot of talk about now, too.
I felt that galactic part of me come in.
So
like
strong.
my body went, whew.
Yeah, so
Like,
strong.
Like I was just like, I could feel so much energy in my, I was like really vibrating, but like there was a tornado of energy in me. Like, I don't know what you call it, like a vortex.
Wow. Incredible, huh?
That part of the multidimensional self was like just...
So do you feel like you got what you needed from this?
Yes, I do. I do. Thank you.
Okay, Keleena, that was quite a session. So this is our second session together.
Yeah.
The first one was very different.
Very different.
Very different.
Extremely different.
Did you have any expectations coming?
No, and I really didn't. I only had an idea of 2 things I wanted to possibly cover.
And we did?
Yes. And more.
And more. Yeah, well, I weave it in there.
Yeah, she weaves it in really good. She braids it in.
So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
I am Keleena Melnar, and I am a way shower for the planet. For those who are awakening, I take them through their healing process, finding their authenticity, to become who you are. I'm also a light language DNA key code activator to activate you through the DNA at the cellular level, to wake up some more, and to also bring forth your purification in your body, so it raises your consciousness and levels of light. I'm like super high right now as I'm saying this.
I'm just having fun watching her.
It's like as I say it, it's like happening in me. So it lifts your levels of light. It activates the light body, which is another thing that's so beautiful. So I do healing, and I multidimensional quantum energy. I'm a channel. I've been that since a child, always awake.
Yeah, I mean, she has seen a lot of stuff around here, and as soon as she got on the property, it's like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff. And so the whole time she's been here, it's been a lot of stuff, and that's why the Lost Soldier came out, because he actually came and asked for help last night, and so we had to take care of that. We took a lot of them back home.
Yeah,
that was very important that we do that.
It felt his emotions, and all of their emotions, but the emotions of the Indians too.
Yeah.
What would you say? It's discombobulated when they're being programmed to have to go against each other, and there's love there before that.
Right.
So, and that's what's still happening on this planet. We have to end that.
Yeah. And today we talked about the smart cities, which is a topic that has never been brought up in any of my sessions, but I think it's really important because a lot of people are being manipulated into, hey, it makes it easy, you're not going to need a car, you don't need money, you just use your eye or your fingerprint. A lot of things that are being used to entice you into these cities, and we could see it's basically a trap.
And that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And I'm so glad that I was able to bring that forward with you, because I'd seen pieces of it coming in, and I was like, I feel like that needs to be looked into even deeper.
Yeah.
And it's very important for us to remain human and human in nature right now, and not get trapped into what another intelligence can bring to us.
Right. And something that was brought up in this session, which I think is really, really important. If you've had this, make sure that you look into detoxing. whatever you can do. I mean, I think we all need to do it because the air that we're breathing, with all the spraying, with all of the water that we're drinking, with all of the food that we're eating, it all has that metallic intelligence in there. We all have it in our bodies. So we all need to do some detoxing. So
I agree. I agree.
Right? I think this is very important.
Yes.
Important session.
Yes. And healers, there's a lot of healers out there that don't think that they need to detox or heal themselves. And that was so important today.
Yep.
I detox at least 2 or 3 times a year.
So what do you do to detox? What are some of the methods that you use to detox?
I go on a greens detoxing with just the green juices. Very high, alkalines.
Like celery or?
Celery juicing. Also, there's there's a woman in California that she just creates this organic green detox and it'll ship right to your house. I've done that.
They're all going to want that.
Or you can make it yourself. I do make some myself. I also do medical mediums. He has a metal detox smoothie. Actually tastes really good. My daughter actually is the one who introduced that to me way back a few years back. But there's naturopath. Go see a naturopath and have them draw your blood and other stuff, and they will see what you need to do.
Okay, terrific. That's really good.
Very important.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this session. Is there a way that they can contact you?
Oh, yes. My website is just my name, Keleena Melnar, and I have a YouTube channel that has activations every month that you can receive for free on healing with that. Right, and I have Instagram and Facebook and those things.
Look under your name. Look under her name, and you'll be able to find it.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just like, I'm going to be taking a break.
She needs to take a break. She's been told she needs to take a break. Like you probably need to take a break if you've been working too hard.
Yes.
Yes. So the break is stop working, go out in nature, do something you love to do. Not because you have to do it, because you love to do it. And just get off the technology. Put your phone away. Tell everybody, I'm not going to talk for a while. Put your technology away. It's not going away. And just detox from technology. Get out into a park. Get out into ocean, to the beach, to the lakes, whatever. It's still warm enough here on the northern hemisphere right now.
Yes.
And just get away. I had to take a month off last month, and I did get busy, but I was able to take 1 week at least. And I'll tell you, my whole face changed. I felt so different. I felt so relieved. And I was being told I got to take time off. So take some time off, really, not just to hang out and watch YouTube videos.
Put your phone away. Get off the computer is what I keep saying. And be one with nature.
Yes.
Really be one with nature. Get in the ocean. I want to get in the ocean.
So anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to get a session with me, same as Keleena did, you go to my website, sign up for my newsletter. It comes out once a month. I put out the next month, except for this next month, I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to be traveling. Let's see how that goes. And you sign up. You got to click it real fast. There's a link there for in-person sessions and online sessions. If you're close enough to North Central Florida, where I live in Micanopy, come in person. It makes a big difference when you come here in person, I think.
Yeah, you get to connect with the land and all of the beings on the land. And
lots of beings.
There's a lot here. It's an adventure.
They've been talking to her. Even the rocks are talking to her. So thank you all for watching. Much love to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.